I just got a new power washer and I'm having a great time with it. I'm cleaning off my sidewalks and my walkways and my patio, my furniture. I'm going to start hitting the siding. But this little standard nozzle is kind of a pain in the neck because when I use this standard nozzle, I can only get about a 3.5 inch path cleaned at a time. So I have to do with this little 3-inch path. I go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Now, in the backyard, I have a patio. It's 400 square feet. That's going to take me a while to clean with little standard nozzle. So what I did was I went ahead and I invested in a 12-inch surface cleaner. This is one happens to be by Ryobi. It's for electric power washers. It has a standard nozzle click, so it will work with other brands that also use the same standard, and a lot of power washers do. It's only good for up to 2300 PSI. So if you have a super duper electric power washer that's above this, you probably don't want to use this because the pressure might actually just blow it to pieces. But I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot. This is the 12-inch model. It's about 30 bucks right now. There is a 15-inch model as well, and that's about 60 or 70. I was kind of surprised at how much the extra couple inches are going to cost, so I went with the 12-inch just to kind of be the most economically efficient and also kind of give it a shot. I figure 3 inches is not going to make that much of a difference when I'm cleaning back and forth with the surface cleaner like this. So let me go ahead and open it up and give it a shot. Okay, so I've opened the box and I have instruction manual, great, and then I have the actual cleaner, and that's pretty much all it is. So I'm going to take this off. Okay, there's the standard clip nozzle. You just put that onto the gun, take the nozzle off, put it onto the gun. We'll give that a shot in a second. But now let's go ahead and take a look at how this works. There you go. All it does, almost like a lawnmower, as the water goes shooting down this pipe, it hits this and spins. And when it spins, I have two high pressure nozzles right here that are squirting out, and they'll actually go ahead and clean. I'm guessing circles on the pavement. We'll see that in a second. It does have a brush kind of around it, so you can kind of ride the surface. I'm guessing I don't press down. I probably hold it just right above the surface and kind of go over it a little bit. But this kind of holds it up, and it just kind of spins and cleans. Nice and no resistance there. It's nice build quality. Again, this is just hard plastic though. It's not metal. This is metal. The shaft here feels like it's metal, but the actual shell itself is actually hard plastic. So let me go ahead and hook it up, and we'll see what actually happens. See if it's worthwhile. Okay, so here I am with my standard nozzle on my electric power washer. I'm going to go ahead and quickly, I'm going to cut a line just so you can kind of see how big of a line I normally do with the standard nozzle. Okay, that's about 3 or 4 inches depending upon how far I pull from the sidewalk. Now I'm going to go ahead and put on my other surface nozzle. Snaps on. Now we're going to give it a shot. Wow, that was pretty damn cool. The way this thing works, again, it's like a hovercraft. It spins around and it pushes itself off the sidewalk. That was really neat. You could actually see while I was washing that it was actually pushing off the ground a little bit if I didn't hold it down. It's got that much pressure and it's spinning nicely. My sidewalk was not particularly dirty, but it did a great job of just zipping everything off in a good 12-inch path. It did exactly what it said it was going to do, and it is definitely worth the $30 that it cost me. But I do see kind of a strategy with this. I could see using this to go over a patio for the first time, kind of covering the whole thing, getting off all the easy stuff, cleaning up as much as you can, but then going back to the regular nozzle to clean up the corners and the edges and all the spots where something may not have quite cleaned or needed to be hit a little harder. But this is a great time saver. I could see doing the patio in my patio, again, 400 square feet, in a half hour, 40 minutes tops with this thing, as opposed to 2 or 3 hours of going back and forth with that little standard nozzle. Yeah, I'm actually really impressed with this. This is neat. I should have done this a long time ago. One other quick thing here: these nozzles can get clogged up, and there's actually, the instructions actually have a way you can open them up. Even this little valve comes out here. You can actually take these little clips off, you can take them out, you can clean them up and put them back in. If you get striping, or if it's not cleaning as evenly as it should, all those things can actually be fixed. So it's kind of nice that they thought about that they're not just a throwaway part. There's a little bit of maintenance you can do on this. My only concern is the plastic, but it's lightweight. It's a strong plastic, but if it was made out of metal, it might just be too heavy to kind of carry, be kind of just pushing down. So this is overall a really, really nice product. I would definitely recommend, if you're doing pavements with your power washer, I would definitely recommend getting one of these surface cleaners. Again, and the 12-inch one worked great. The 15-inch wouldn't be able to do much of a difference. It'd be only an extra 3 inches, and in my opinion, it wouldn't even be worth the money. It wouldn't be worth paying double for that extra 3 inches. So get the 12-inch surface cleaner. Even if you don't have a Ryobi electric power washer, most regular power washers or electric power washers that use this type of nozzle, it will work with, so that was fine. I'm 6'1", and I didn't really have a hard time bending over. Depends upon the length of the nozzle and the gun that you have on your power washer, but this actually worked out pretty well. So yeah, this is a definite buy. This is actually really great. Hi, so we've been using the surface cleaner on our sidewalks and our walkways, and then we went ahead and used it on our patio. And our patio is stamped concrete. And we came up with a little bit of an issue, and I'm going to show you a quick video of my wife using it, and you'll see what the issue is. So as you can see, when the concrete is completely flat and you're using the surface cleaner, it leaves a lot of the water pooled onto the stamped concrete. So we're going to do a couple things. We're going to have to either brush it off with a broom, kind of push the water off, but it's dirty water and there's still dirt there and it's still kind of a mess. Or we're going to have to use the surface cleaner just to kind of loosen the dirt, and then go ahead and either use a regular hose or even the power washer with the regular nozzle to push all that dirty water off of our patio. So our patio is not really sloped for drainage in that way, so that's kind of a little bit of an issue with the surface cleaner, because it does put a ton of water down really quickly, and it just kind of lays there in a dirty pools of water. If you're using it for a deck or using it for a patio or sidewalk that is graded or kind of slanted so the water runs off it, you shouldn't have a problem. You want to start at the high point and then move down, and the water will flow down just like with a regular power washer. But in this particular case, we're finding the surface cleaner is great for loosening stuff up, but it's leaving the dirty water there. It's not able to push it off. With a regular power washer nozzle, you can kind of push a direction. So I still think it's a great buy, depending upon your usage. But in our case, for the patio, it's a little less useful than we were hoping it would be. But it's still great for walkways and driveways and things where you have a little bit of a slant to them. If you like this sort of video, if you like these sort of product reviews, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever, give me a comment. If you have questions or if you have products that you would like me to review, go ahead and drop me an email or put a comment down below and I'll see what I can do. I do respond to the comments and I do read them.